Welcome to part 3 of the Crewneck Sweater Knitting Series, in which I knit the sleeve of the sweater. In part 1 and part 2, I showed you how to knit the front and the back of the sweater. And now in part 3, we're going to look at how I knit the sleeve. I switched things up a bit with the sleeve. This pattern that I'm going to use for my sleeve isn't the same as I showed in part 1 and 2 because I ran out of gold yarn, and so I'm knitting my sleeve with all black yarn. Because of that, I first of all knit a gauge sample, 2 gauge samples actually, and then measured the width and the length of my swatch in order to calculate the new sleeve pattern. So whenever you start a project, the first thing you should do is find out your gauge with the yarn and the pattern that you're going to use. And once I had my swatch measurements, I plugged that into my knitting pattern generator, and it did the math, the knitting maths for me, and generated my pattern. I'm going to begin by casting on 83 stitches on my ribber. I'm knitting a 1x1 rib for the cuff, and so I'm bringing out 43 needles to the right and 43 needles to the left in a 1x1 arrangement on the main bed and on the ribber. I'm knitting my rib at tension 7, same tension as the body, so it gives me a loose, relaxed, really stretchy rib with this yarn. Okay. I'm going to knit 66 rows in total for my rib because I'm folding the fabric. The actual length is 33 rows, but I'm going to knit 66 rows, as you can see from my pattern here. So once I've cast on my ribber, I'm going to put the comb in, and then some weights. And then I'm just going to knit 66 rows. Once I finish knitting my rib, I take my comb and weights out, and then I'm going to pick up the edge of my rib fabric onto the main bed to fold it. After I fold my rib fabric, I knit one row across to join that fold, and then I'm ready to begin the lower sleeve shaping. I'm setting my row counter back to 0 and bringing 1 stitch out on each edge because I'm going to be increasing 1 stitch every 4 rows. I'm putting my main bed comb back on and some weights, and then I'm going to knit 4 rows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to increase 1 stitch at each edge again and knit 4 rows, and repeat this until my row counter is at 164. I'm at row 160, and this is my last increase, and I'm going to knit 4 rows and then 3 more rows, and I'm at row 167. This is how my sleeve looks like right now. I'm at row 167, and it's time to begin the upper sleeve shaping. For the upper sleeve shaping, I'm going to decrease until I have 17 stitches left on the bed, and the first step is to reduce 4 stitches at each edge and then knit 2 rows, then 3 stitches, knit 2 rows, then 2 stitches, knit 2 rows, and then 1 stitch, so on. So I'm binding off 4 stitches at the left edge. On the right edge of my work, I could knit 1 row across and bind off, or I could bind off in this manner where I transfer the second stitch onto the first needle and knit that through the first needle, and repeat the process until I have bound off 4 needles. This is another method of binding off if you don't want to bring your carriage across your needles and bind off with the yarn on your carriage. So that's 4 stitches bound off on each side. I'm knitting 2 rows. That's 1, 2. And now I'm going to bind off 3 stitches on the left edge. This time I'm going to show how to bind off with the yarn from your carriage. So 3 stitches bound off on the left edge. I knit 1 row across and then bind off on the right edge 3 stitches and knit 1 row back, so that completes reduced 3 stitches and knit 2 rows. And then I'm going to bind off 2 stitches, knit 1 row across, and then bind off 2 stitches on the right edge also, and knit back. At this point, I'm reducing 1 stitch at each edge and then knitting 1 row, and I'm going to do this 32 times. So if you add that to the 6 rows I've already knit, I'm going to reduce 1 stitch at each edge and knit 1 row until my row counter reads 38. I'm speeding it up so that doesn't take too much time, but it's basically take 1 stitch off on both sides, knit 1 row. And I'm going to come and show you what it's like when I'm at row 38. This is row 38, and this is my sleeve. This is how the curve looks, nice and smooth. This is the right side and this is the left side. It's coming out nicely. Now I'm going to continue and reduce 1 stitch at each edge and knit 2 rows 25 times. So that's going to be a total of 50 rows for this section of decrease. And if I add that to my 38 rows on my row counter, I'm going to stop this reduce 1 stitch, knit 2 rows when my row counter is at row 88. I'm going to speed up this section because it takes about 10 minutes just doing this. So I'm going to make it go faster so that we finish it in like 1 minute and we're done. I'm at row 88. And this is what my curve looks like right now. Nice, smooth, S-shaped curve coming out there. And at this point, I'm going to reduce 2 stitches at each edge and knit 2 rows. So that's 2 stitches, knit 1 row across, and then reduce 2 stitches on the opposite edge and knit 1 row back. That completes reduce 2 stitches, knit 2 rows. Now reduce 3 stitches and knit 2 rows. And finally reduce 4 stitches and knit 2 rows. This is the end of my knitting. I'm going to bind off my stitches and take my sleeve off the bed. And it is finished. It is so satisfying at this point to take it off and look at what I've done. I'm going to steam the sleeve to uncurl the sides and the top so that you can see the shape of the sleeve clearly. And that's going to make it easier for me when it's time to attach the sleeve to the body of the sweater. I knit a second sleeve to match the first one, and now we're all set to finish off this sweater. We have the 4 parts, front, back, and sleeves. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to knit the neckband and how to attach all of the parts. If you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe.